Hey everybody, welcome to another new video. So I just want to make a short build guide, as short as possible, on my castoncrit Forbidden Rite version 3.20. This is my standard character, but all of this will work in League. I'm not using any non-League, legacy stuff, except for this flask, but that doesn't make a difference. So we'll just get right into it. We've got the dagger that I made a video on how to craft, +1 level of all chaos spell skill gems fractured. And then you just go through the process of crafting that. A non-corrupted Crown of the Inward Eye with Forbidden Rite fires additional projectile enchant on it. Max rolled on that one. The shield, so regular Aegis Aurora. Try to get as high of a percentage of armor on there as I could. For the ring, +1 maximum power charges. This one's pretty expensive, but your power charge stacking, so that helps. You can either use this, or if you can get the corrupted +1 max power charges on your helmet, then you don't really need this one. But the more power charges, the better, because as you'll see in the skill tree, you get more damage per power charge. And body armor, it's from the crafting video that I just posted yesterday. It's, fractured, increased global defenses, grasping mail, get some mana res on there, some res, stuff like that. Regular Ashes of the Stars with Charisma Anointed for more mana reservation. Then the Despair on hit ring. The gloves, same gloves in the crafting video, just get more max cold res. That works with the Aegis Aurora and Period of Ice. It's Mageblood is what it is. Double elevated boots that I put the video out on how to craft these as well to get that 52% cooldown recovery rate. Flask, just double elemental resistance because I'm using Melding of the Flesh. And then Dying Sun for extra projectiles, and used when you hit a rare unique enemy. This one's pretty much always up because of the Watcher's Eye that I have. A Quicksilver Flask with the crafted reduced mana cost of skills that you get from Unveiling Cinder Swallows. A Diamond Flask with double increased effect. All of them have double increased effect. And then chance to avoid being stunned so that I'm never stunned. And then a Granite Flask with increased armor. This one is a legacy flask because I'm playing on standard, but the new one with the increased effect prefix will work the same. As far as the gems go, so I've got Anomalous Withering Step, which gives you 11 withered debuffs every time someone walks into it because you get the increased quality from Ashes of the Stars. And then Anomalous Assassin's Mark, which causes cursed enemies to take even more damage for the Anomalous version. And then Anomalous Mark on hit, because it's a reduced mana cost every time you mark something. Awaken Castoncrit, link to Culling Strike, Anomalous Vengeance, and Divergent Purifying Flame, just to kind of, drop some consecrated ground. And then to Cull. On the shield, we've got Anomalous Zealotry, linked with an Enlighten, and Tempest Shield, which makes us shock immune, which is super nice. For the actual Castoncrit, I'm using Anomalous Forbidden Rite in order to get extra projectiles. Just personal preference, just a regular 20/20. And then increased critical damage, level 6 Awaken Castoncrit, increased critical strike support, Awaken Void Manipulation, and Divergent Cyclone. Divergent Cyclone gives you a little bit more movement speed. Got a level 4 Enlighten linked to Val Discipline, because this is going to be basically your life flask. Just regular Period of Ice, and then Anomalous Determination, and extra stun avoidance. And then we've got Molten Shell, which I just self-cast, and then I also have Val Molten Shell right here on the spacebar. We've got just a low-level Precision for the Watcher's Eye, Flame Dash, and then increased duration linked to Molten Shell. Alright, so for the tree, kind of start with the Ascendancies. So we've got Profane Bloom, Withering Presence, and then Forbidden Power. And we get Unholy Authority because we have Forbidden Flesh, Forbidden Flame. So, work your way up here, get these power charges. So we got the Melding of the Flesh, the new one, the non-legacy one, pretty much max rolled. I could get it to, -4, but whatever. And then come up here, take Chaos Inoculation, because it's Forbidden Rite. We got a Arcane Heroism, Mage Hunter, Thaumophage, I don't know how you say that, but I don't take that one. You just take Arcane Heroism to get Arcane Surge, and then Mage Hunter to give you extra spell block damage. You've got a Eye to Eye Repeater, Medium Cluster Jewel, and then a basics of pain and quick getaway for crit chance, and attack speed, and increased damage. Come over here, you want to get the High Templar Militant Faith. Reduced mana cost is the only thing that I really go for. Channeling skills, you don't really deal damage with Cyclone. What that does is it gives you Inner Conviction right here. You get more spell damage per power charge, and you don't gain any frenzy charges. Up here, take all the chaos nodes, discipline, mana reservation, and then for the other large cluster jewel, we've got Touch of Cruelty, Unholy Grace, and Wicked Pale. I do take all three of those, just hindering chaos damage, attack speed. Got another medium cluster with Eye to Eye and Repeater with the Watcher's Eye. So this is pretty much, aside from the Grace mod on there, as the last time I ran this, I did run Grace, but you get 23 energy shield per enemy hit while affected by Discipline, which super nice. And then a flash charge while you deal a critical, or when you deal a critical strike while affected by Precision. So that's how my Dying Sun is always up, and that's why I'm just running a low level Precision, literally just for that mod. And then you've got pressure points and Savage Response for more crit chance, and then pretty much your only free jewel socket on the tree. So, you can use it to fill up any kind of res or anything that you need, which is what I did. Come down here and then do a large Thread of Hope. Try to get -10. It goes up to -20 for all elemental resistances. And with that one, you're going to take Glancing Blows and Divine Shield. So if we look at our character, we've got, Blaster always active, obviously, but no Molten Shell. 50,000 armor, so you're maxed out on armor. So when you do hit Molten Shell, you get the full 10,000. Super nice. So 90% phys damage reduction, no evasion, really. I'm at 86 res, all res, obviously chaos immune. And then we're block attack damage capped and block spell damage capped. And then we've got the stun avoidance, chill, freeze, and shock. So the only thing that I really have to worry about is ignite, which does kind of suck. All right, so as far as Path of Building goes, we're looking at about 20 million DPS. I take the damage numbers in Path of Building with a grain of salt, but it does a lot of damage. Got effective hit pool of about 340,000. This is with just regular Molten Shell up. No Val Discipline, nothing like that. It's super tanky, as you saw in the beginning of the video, wave 28, 29, Deathless Simulacrum. As far as the configuration goes, if you do import this build, there's not really much you need to change. Obviously, you do use power charges, blast active. You do have Tailwind from your boots. You have crit recently, and you have been hit recently because Forbidden Rite hits you. You are channeling Cyclone, nothing here. 15 Withered Stacks is the most you can get since you immediately hit them with 11. And you do get Inflict Wither with, which one is it? This one. Every second Inflict Withered on nearby enemies for 15 seconds. She'll get up to 15 pretty quick. And then you are shocking the enemy because you have Tempest Shield. So as you can see, I'm sitting here after I defeated that Simulacrum. But basically how I play the build is I have just regular Molten Shell on the left click, and then a Cyclone on the right click, and then I have Withering Step on A. So if you just run around Cyclone and then just hold down A, Withering Step fades off, and then Molten Shell will kick on, and then as Withering Step comes back up, you'll have both of them up until, they just kind of go back and forth. So you get good defense, and then when you have both of them up, you actually get Elusive too. Elusive and phasing. All right, well, thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video and leave a comment if you have any, questions about the build, or if, maybe you see something in the build that you think that might work better. I'm always open to, comments. And if you are liking the content that I've been putting out, please be sure to subscribe. I will be putting out the full, I died once in a full wave 30 Simulacrum. So I'll put that video out just unedited, probably tomorrow or something like that.